Now, so let's begin to discuss some of these jinn from the companions. Now, many of the jinn, they will give da'wah to the pagans, calling them to Islam. Many of them, you're going to find many examples in this book, The Noble Men Who Met the Messenger. One such jinn name was Malik ibn Malik al-Jinni, radiyallahu anhu. Umar ibn Khattab, he said to Ibn Abbas one day, he said, narrate a story to me that will amaze me. So Ibn Abbas, he said, Khuraym ibn Fatik, he said to me. So this is Khuraym speaking to Ibn Abbas. And Ibn Abbas is narrating the story to Umar ibn Khattab. He said, I went out seeking some camels of mine. Meaning some camels went grazing. He went to recover his camels. He said, and I went until I reached a mountain of sand on the road to Medina. And this was a place that we used to hear the voices of the strong jinn. He said, and this was during the time that the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, had first appeared. And so he was afraid. He said, so I said, I seek refuge with the great one of this valley, meaning he was seeking refuge with the strong jinn for protection. He said, and this is what we used to say during the pre-Islamic days of ignorance. He said, all of a sudden a caller called out saying, woe be to you. Seek refuge with Allah, the owner of majesty, the one who sends down permissible and impermissible. And single out Allah alone in worship, and concern yourself not with the terror from the jinn. Khuraym, he responded, he said, O caller, what will let me know if you are upon guidance or misguidance? The jinn said, this messenger of Allah will let you know, the one who came with good, and Surah Yasin, and the surah that begins with the letter Hamim, and the surah called Mufassilat. And this, of course, are the surah from Qaf up until the end of the Quran. And those explain the halal and the haram. He enjoins fasting and prayer while warning against sins. Khuraym said, who are you? May Allah have mercy upon you. The jinn said, I am Malik ibn Malik. The messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sent me to the jinn of Nusaybin. And I said, meaning this is Khuraym, he said, if there was someone who could look after my camels, because now he had recovered his camels. He said, if there was someone who could look after my camels, I would surely go to him and embrace Islam. So the jinn said to him, I will return your camels to your family safely, inshallah. So Khuraym said, so I took one of my camels, meaning that he left the other one with the jinn to take back to his family. And I went to the Prophet in Medina, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I reached the people while they were praying the Jum'ah prayer. And Abu Dhar came out to me and said, the messenger of Allah asked you to enter. When he saw me, he said, meaning the messenger of Allah alayhi salam, when he saw Khuraym, he said, as for the sheikh that promised to deliver your camels to your family, then he has indeed taken your camels to your family safe and sound. Khuraym said, I said, may Allah have mercy upon him. And so the Prophet alayhi salam, he said, indeed, may Allah have mercy upon him. And Khuraym said, then I embraced Islam. And this story has been collected in the history of Damascus. So this is an example of the jinn who were already Muslim giving da'wah to the pagans and them embracing Islam. And they were both from the companions. May Allah Ta'ala be pleased with them.